Hey everyone, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Carolina Panthers in a really fun game to watch on Monday Night Football. A great tactical battle, 17 to 14. Jameis Winston was 18 of 30 for 188 yards and a touchdown, and not only a 2-point conversion, but Jameis overcame a bad offensive game plan that the media commonly focuses on when they discuss the offense, and because of his comments, head coach Dirk Carter, who was the offensive coordinator last year, and they forget that the Bucs have a new offensive coordinator, Todd Monken, who is from Southern Miss. I'm placing the blame for this ugly ass game plan right on the shoulders of the good offensive coordinator coach because he is the offensive coordinator. That's his role, offensive coordinator. But I'm offended by the complete lack of installation of at least just five plays that take advantage of linebackers lined up in off tackle gaps, 8 in the box, by calling play action passes out of run formations, but with wide receivers split wide as opposed to tight formations with one, two tight ends. The bottom now many times, in fact, John Gruden pointed this out in the telecast. The Bucs would put one receiver in, that was Mike Evans. The Bucs could have countered with any number of receiver combinations, but they didn't do that. They wanted to go heavy and emphasize the run, and they did. Hawkins Rogers had 101 yards on 30 carries. In fact, overall, the approach was balanced, 30 rushing, 30 passing. I get that. But what I'm talking about is tactically taking advantage of a defense that's stacked against the run by having the old-fashioned play out of I formation where you've got the fullback here and the halfback. The fullback goes to fake the block on the outside linebacker, goes out to the flat, you fake to the halfback, take a step, you throw to the fullback. That really honest play that's open all the time that the Bucs never run. Okay? Well, how about the bootleg action with the certainty of the receiver in the flat, as I tried to explain to the coach, the offensive coordinator, via Twitter? It's this repertoire of short passing plays the Bucs lack, and all too often they lean on the screen game at the most inappropriate time. The defenses smell it out, and they're stuffed. So, and then if it's not that, it's plays like, for example, how do you attack cover two? And this is where I really get angry with Gruden. If I see him at a cocktail party, I'm going to call him on it. Because this cover two is this. You've got two high safeties, all right? Strong safety, free safety. Quarterback here, center, and let's say the tight end is here, right? Or tight end is over here, okay? And you've got splitting it over here, flanker over there, right? So you want to attack the high safety. You've got the backs here. What you do is you have the wide receiver go run the fly pattern, and the idea that you can get the ball between the cornerback kicks, you can get the ball between the cornerback and the safety. Hey, if it's a great safety, the safety is going to come over really quick and break up the play. That happens. Well, Jameis Winston tried that play, but the safety came over and almost intercepted the ball. The problem strategically was in the fact that the wide receiver was not spaced wide enough to create the throw. What do I mean? I mean that by placing the wide receiver on the numbers rather than a 2 yards or maybe a yard and a half inside the sideline, so that you're using the entire field, and you were basically running a fly pattern and asking the quarterback to throw that fly and the safety to run over a further distance. By not doing that, you're playing into the defense's hands, even if they're playing cover two. And by not having, let's say if the safety cheated over a little bit more than the safety should, okay? And in terms of hash mark, you're supposed to have either a back or tight end that's in the hook area. You're getting it either by a crossing pattern here or out of the backfield here. Okay? Or out of the backfield running the circle route, which we don't see a lot of anymore. You see what I'm getting at? So Gruden stupidly blames Winston for the misread when he should blame the coach for the play design. All right. But the Bucs won. Overall, was a good approach to control. It was a good idea to control the game with the run and let the defense do the work of stopping the Bucs. The Panthers. Give the Buccaneers defense credit. It came through when it had to. It looked scary at times. It came through when it had to. It really did. And going forward, if the Bucs can continue this even run pass balance, but improve their design on a per play basis, they can wind up in the playoffs.